Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news for the world of football or soccer, depending on where you at. So y'all check this out. Well, we talked about it about 6 weeks ago, what went on in Italy. And unfortunately, it's reared its ugly head again. And that's racism in football or racism, period. You know, listen, the President of the United States gonna act like white nationalism and supremacy is not on the rise, like he's not from this planet and paying attention. Well, sometimes, some people won't have empathy. Things have to happen to them first before they realize it's a problem. Now, when we're talking about the president and what's going on in the USA, it's only racism, nationalism, white supremacy. 70% of all hate crimes are done by white supremacists, right? That's where the terrorism is. And it's bottom line, all over the world, white people are acting up. No reason to talk around it anymore, period. It's no reason. Stop acting up, white people. You're the problem. Bottom line, hating no matter where you are. Now, the latest that happened in Montenegro, right? And, decent country, right? Montenegro, guys. England beats them 5-1 in a soccer match, a football match, and your boy Raheem Sterling is telling you, that they're making the ape sounds again. Now, they do this all throughout Europe. You either going to get the ape sounds or you're going to get the Heil Hitler thing. One of it's going to happen all over there. So that's Montenegro, right? And the bottom line is, this is the thing. Bottom line, this is how you stop that. Wherever they did that, ban everybody for coming. Because it's always not, it's about the people that are complicit, that sit there and let them do it. If a group of dudes doing ape sounds, if now, if it's like 8 of them and it's only 1 of you and they drinking, then be careful, okay? But if it's 8 on 8, or if it's 6 of y'all on 8, you're going to have to say something. Hey, dude, so what, you racist? We're not, all right? To let them know, make them feel uncomfortable. If they feel uncomfortable, then they're going to continue to do that, and that is the problem. They feel comfortable. Now, this is just English, just what happened. Making ape sounds to Sterling and his boy Danny Rose, or whatever, right? In England. And we moved to Germany a few days ago, and I didn't even say nothing about it extra because I'm sick of it, man. It's kind of like overkill. But, in the German national team, they have a couple of brothers, a couple of people that just aren't just, white boys. A couple of brothers, Turkish guys, things like that. People come from everywhere nowadays, So the German national team, on their own team, right? Their own team. Every time Leroy Sané, man from Manchester United, used to be a shout that plays for the German national team, little Afro, Sané. Matter of fact, they needed him. They should have took him to the World Cup. Didn't. That's why they was out so early. But, okay, every time he gets the ball, they will say, nigger, nigger, nigger. That's the German word for nigger, right? But it's not as, so I speak a little German, so it's not as harsh as nigger. But that's because some people that live in the rural areas, they have no other word for a black person, so they would call him a nigger, right? So every time he touched the ball, nigger, nigger. This is the fans, German fans, right? I know this because the dude who normally covers basketball happened to be there with his family, and he was like, man, they were saying nigger, nigger every time he touched the ball. And then the Turkish guy, Gudogan, touch it, the Turka. But the only thing about that's not so much of an insult because that just means the Turkish dude. So it's not really bad, but they're distinguishing. Like, what, dude, he's German today. You know what I mean? He's German. So they're over there saying those things when they get the ball. Nigga, 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 right? Every time he gets the ball, and nothing happens to those guys. They felt comfortable doing so, and then they went further, right? You know what they started saying? Can translate roughly. They were like, hey, we need another, a small Austrian guy. We need another small Austrian guy. You know what that means, because you guys do know. If just in case you didn't, Hitler's not German. He wasn't German. Hitler was from Austria. They straight up said, we need another Hitler. But they just said, call him another Austrian guy. This is how far this is going. Now, you mad about the dudes on your team, your own team, calling them nigger, right? That's how far it's got. So I wonder what happened when Germany beat the hell out of Holland in the first half and nothing but the niggers scored the goals. Canary scored one beautiful goal. And Sané scored one. Beautiful. So I wonder what happens. You'd be like, yeah, oh, it's the niggas again. I don't know. So Germany's in a conundrum. What you gonna do? AFD. They're growing so much that Germany's acting up. So it doesn't matter where. We know all throughout football in Europe, they throwing bananas on the ground and stuff like that. And I told you, what has to happen? Both teams have to leave the pitch. Definitely the team mates of the guys who are being insulted. You know what I'm saying? You can be blue and purple, yellow, green, white, whatever your color is. If you see them trying to insult a brother like that, all you got to leave. If not, brothers need to just get their own team. I ain't playing for no brother. I don't care if white, he can be white as night. I'm talking about redhead white. You know, where, you know, they can't go in the sun no more, that kind of white. That's going to be, if he's going to be my brother, he's going to be my brother. And if somebody's insulting me or him, we have to stick together. If that's not happening, because people lack empathy, because it never happens to them, then period, we ain't playing together. I ain't going out drinking with you later, and you just ignored that they were just, you know, insulting me. We ain't drinking no more. We ain't cool. And if I don't have to pass you the ball, I might not. You know what I'm saying? So brothers gotta get a little more attitude. You know what I'm saying? Because going back to America, you know, because it's worse. You should have seen how they were treating Obama when he was president. Go back and look at it. You know, just really upset all the time. And if you talk about, you know, the slavery that went on and talk about reparations, you know, for the slavery, you know, man, blacks should get over it. That was generations. If you racist now, then no. Think about it. You still racist, aren't you? Right? Yes, reparations. Brothers should get reparations because slaves. They talk about, oh, that's generations. No people could tell you when they were slaves. Everybody, any brother over 35 can tell you, oh, my grandfather's grandfather was a slave or whatever. I can tell you when, right? And then most people can. And if you don't regret or remorse what you've done, yeah, give the brothers reparation, right? But they don't want to. Because you know what? And they're still racist. So which means you ain't learned nothing from it. You don't feel bad about it. Right? And you know, things like this, that's why I don't really like to do videos about this subject matter, because I'm black. Right? I like to do stuff that doesn't pertain to me. Right? So people can understand it's about empathy. It's not, you know, like right now, you know, he's another black dude upset. But that's why I always hold up my domestic violence book. Like, I like to hold it up every now and then so you can know. Sit here and wrote 300 pages about domestic violence, right? Has nothing to do with me or my family, right? Don't have nothing to do. It's just a problem that we can help. That's empathy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, I used to beat up my girl, or my girl was beating me up, or my sister was getting beat up by her husband, or something like that. You know, then people write books because it happened to them. No, this is a problem that, damn it, we can stop, and I can help if I can by just, you know, putting a few words together over 300 pages. That's what it's about. So when we're talking about racism, yes. When I'm talking about boxing, and we're telling you there's BTBG, beat the black guy, damn it, it is. How was Golden Boy able to say something so racist like nigger to Al Heyman and never have to answer for it? How was people in Charlottesville acting up racist, kill somebody, and they're very good, decent people, and then somebody just kneeling for young black men running the opposite direction and just kneeling to make people aware of it, and they're son of a bitches, and everybody's okay with that. Brother, what it is our president can act up because he's white enough and racist enough. It's just that simple. If he was more, if he had better decorum and was denouncing racism, he would not have a high approval rating. His approval rating is high because he's racist enough. And America is just damn racist. Very racist. But it's not only America, it's the world. So white nationalism is up. White supremacy is up. It is what it is. Even got to New Zealand. New Zealand mind their business, and it's a decent place. Right? But even went over there because it's like, oh, so people can get aware of it. That's what's happening. So, and then, you know, here's the thing. Here's the thing. People like Farrakhan talk, right? Then you act like, oh, well, why, you know, that's radical. All Farrakhan is saying is, man, there's nothing to talk about to these people no more. They're not changing. That's all he's saying. Well, why not talk to them? Give us some land and give y'all some land and stay away from each other then. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's just saying. Simple as that. Are they changing? Think about it. Well, how bad this is. Constantly. Right? And brothers, we take the high road because we're not vindictive. We don't care about that, whatever. We know our expectations is high. Shoot, you can pull your thing out. It better hit the ground because you got expectations. Right? You can go to a place and there's some music on, people looking at you. Oh, he gonna be able to dance. It's time to talk. People looking at you. Oh, they're great orators. But everything we do well, It's in our blood, right? We didn't earn it. It's in their blood, right? Man, at the end of the day, Raheem Sterling, keep your head up. Anybody else, keep your head up. Win and get you some t-shirts under your jersey, right? And they should say on it, right? While we were civilized, that should be on the front, and you turn it around on the back, you were still living in caves, right? That's what you do. Soon as you hear those ape sounds, you take it off and show it to them. And I don't give a damn if you get a yellow card or a red card, because you probably will get a yellow card because you answer back. They're okay with that. But that's what you should be saying. We were already civilized, and turn around when you were still living in caves. They don't like to hear that, but that's the gist of it, right? You gotta, it ain't no more time for being passive about it, because at the end of the day, they're not stopping because they understand that we're not addictive. We stand above it. We go have expectations everywhere we go anyway, right? You can't go nowhere. Brother 6'3", but not walk in the gym. He gonna have to play basketball. Any brothers on the foosball or soccer or whatever you want to call it, pitch, right? Those dudes better be faster than the other ones. It's expectations. So they expect you to ignore their ignorance, and I'm not talking about ignorance. Ignorance is a good word. The craziness about this racism. They expect you to, because you've been ignoring it all the time. Ain't no ignoring. Face value, tell them what time it is, like we're doing right here. The Sterling and the Sané playing hard for their countries got to hear this crap constantly. So what's going to happen is, then we're going to have to start making some noise in the crowds, right? Saying some stuff that they don't like to hear. Just like while we were already civilized, you were living in caves. Put that on your shirts, under your jerseys, and make sure to show them, because that's exactly what I would do. Dome Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.